In the shadow of the oak, where the wild ride hides, I first saw her silhouette against the amber tides. Her laughter mixed with wind, playing through the scars, dancing along the gravel paths where our love was carved. Oh, the ride hides secrets in its whisper and sway, memories like dust kicked up then blown away. With every sunset's glow I feel her near, yet as night descends so does my deepest fear. The years have worn the saddles and the porch wood sighs, echoes of her footsteps under stormy skies. The cabin stands empty, the trail's overgrown, where once we roamed freely, now I walk alone. Oh, the ride hides secrets in its whisper and sway, memories like dust kicked up then blown away. With every sunset's glow I feel her near, yet as night descends so does my deepest fear. Beneath the endless heavens I cast my weary soul, searching in the starlight for what once made me whole. The heart's a lonesome traveler through time's relentless grind, holding on to images that I'll never find. Yes, the rye still hides her whispers in the breeze, and I'm clinging to the whispers like the oak to its leaves. In the twilight's mercy I may never understand if it's in my fate to hold her or just her memory in the land.
Out here where the oak trees meet the sky, found an old cabin where our love did lie. Underneath the porch our initials still deep in the wood, in the shadows where old secrets keep. Oh, my heart wears the cloth of the dusty trail. As the goodbye letter fades, the past turns pale. Sunset burns like the love we knew, gone with the wind where the wild horses flew. I remember her scarf hanging on that rusty nail. Now just like the empty roads, it's lost frail. The saddle where we rode now worn and bare, like the solitary echo of our old love affair. Oh, my heart wears the cloth of the dusty trail. As the goodbye letter fades, the past turns pale. Sunset burns like the love we knew, gone with the wind where the wild horses flew. Beneath the weeping willow shade I lay my dreams. The creek sings softly of lost loves and schemes. Every whispering wind across the gravel worn speaks of a rodeo queen. My heart dusty trail. As the goodbye letter fades neath the moonlight pale, stars above the plains guide this lonesome ride, past memory's shadows where old loves abide. As the night whispers and the cold sets in, I know that in these hills part of me still spins. Goodbye letter fades, but her memory stays, like the ghost of a waltz in those golden days. Tied my horse just past the pine. The town looks smaller this second time. No signs of us, no porch light lit, just echoes of where ghosts once sit. I passed the church, the general store, where you once danced across the floor. But now it's dull, the window's gray, and folks don't smile or look my way. I left without a trace this time. No goodbye kiss, no borrowed rhyme, no letter carved on tabletop, no whiskey toast, no name to drop. I walked right past that broken inn where we carved hearts in busted tin. I asked the barkeep, she still come by. He said, "Whose son?" And that's when I died. I sat alone in that corner booth, the one she'd claim like gospel truth. I ran my hand along the wood where once she swore we'd always be good. I ordered rye like back in fall, said her name soft, just loud enough to call. A couple turned and gave blank stares as if her name dissolved in air. I left without a trace this time. No boot prints in the dusted line, no glances back, no cowboy lore, just silent steps on memory's floor. I brought her name like some old song, but no one knew who it belonged. It hung in air, then disappeared like a love that died when no one hears. I thought pain was missing someone, but worse is when the world forgets they ever run. So I left without a trace this time, not out of rage, not out of crime, just knew there's nothing left to find. When even ghosts don't seem inclined, I tipped my hat, paid the ride, and whispered one last soft goodbye. Her name fell flat, the world stood still, she's gone. But I was never real. In the shadow of the valley where the weeping willows sigh, found an old oak bed where our love used to lie. Underneath that silver moon where we once danced through July, echoes stir the dust as the stars fill up the sky. Empty bed, closed her eyes, now I'm talking to the ghost of scarves left on the pole
whispers of her voice, riding trails gone cold through the towns where silence lies. The wind's a lonely sound, and the bed where love has died. Years have worn the saddle where I once held her so tight. Gravel roads keep leading me back through endless night. The porch lights dimmed as memories start to fade from sight, but her laughter in the rain still cuts like a knife. Empty bed, closed her eyes, now I'm talking to the ghost. Scars left on the post and the whispers of her voice, riding trails gone cold through the towns where silence lies. The wind's a lonely sound, and the bed where love has died. Empty bed, closed her eyes, and I whispered to the sky about the love that's passed me by and the tears I cannot cry. With every setting sun, as the twilight shadows fly, I'll be riding lonesome trails where old cowboys never die. In the heartbreak of the night, with her memory by my side, empty bed, closed her eyes. Empty bed, closed her eyes. In the shadow of the oak where the prairie winds blow, I found your scarf blue as the twilight glowed. We danced where the dandelions lost their seeds, whispering dreams like the rustling of the reeds. Those fields, they kissed the sky so wide, where you and I had nothing to hide. Oh, how the dandelion feel lingers in my heart. With every whispering wind, feels like we're never apart. But the seasons turn, as did your touch, in the dandelion fields where I lost so much. Now the cabin's empty where laughter once rang, just the creak of old porches and doors that bang. The gravel roads where the marks of our past, and the trails we walked now fading fast, where we found love under the vast frontier. Only echoes remain, bringing the past too near. Oh, how the dandelion feel lingers in my soul, a memory etched in every gust it rolls. You left with the fall, with the last dandelion seed, in the fields of gold where my heart still bleeds. Saddle worn and dusty like the paths I roam, every Every sunset leads me farther, but never home. These lands vast and skies too wide can't hold the whispers of you that I confide. Oh, how the dandelion field lingers, a bittersweet refrain in the quiet town under the soft, forgiving rain. I'm a shadow in the sunset, forever riding alone through fields of memories, forever my own. Oh, the heartbreak is fresh as the morning dew. In the dandelion fields I'll always look for you. Out where the oak tree shadows fell on a dusty trail where our hearts sang the sun song. Your laughter a melody wild as the land. Under that old porch you'd slip me your sunburned hand. Rain carved our names once in the soft earth, where we swore love as wide as the prairie's girth. Oh, rain carved deep in the dirt, just like your memory in my shirt. Every storm whispers you're gone. This old heart echoes like a lone song. Now the cabin sit empty where our dreams danced around. Gravel roads overgrown where your footsteps once found. These hills hold the echo of your fading trail. The scarf you left whispers your tale in the gate. Time's worn saddle and the tears that I fought in a land of shadows without all I saw. No rain carved deep in the dirt, just like your memory in my shirt. Every storm whispers you're gone. This old heart echoes like a lone song. Crest of the ridge under vast starlit skies, I reckon the wind carries your soft broken sighs. Might be the dust or the rain in my eyes, but I see you there where the earth meets the sky. Yes, rain carved our story's old page, turned by the wind, by age. Every drop's a moment we knew. This land, this life, forever imbued. Oh, rain carved can't wash away the love, the pain, or the day you rode away. Out where the oak trees shadow old gravel roads. I found her scarf a whisper among the ghostly oaks. Under a sky bruised, purple by the dying sun, memories stir the dust where our rivers used to run. The canyon echoes, her laughter in the breeze, swept through empty cabins, rustling the autumn leaves. Oh, the canyon haunts with its shadows so wide, where my heart lies buried on the wilder side. In the hush of the twilight, where the cold winds weep, her memory holds me, but never sets me free. The porch swings lonely, the saddle's worn and old. No more tales by the fire, just the silence of the cold. The trails we wandered, now faded, overgrown, like the promises we made, now just stones I walk alone. Rain taps on the window like her gentle pleading eyes, asking why love's fire fades beneath the endless prairie skies. Yes, the canyon haunts with its shadows so wide, where my dreams turn to whispers on the wilder side. In the hush of the twilight, where her soft ghost cleaves, her memory holds me, but binds me, but never leaves. In the stillness I wonder, as the stars peer down, if love's just a moment's grace in this vast unending town. Can the heart reckon what the wild wind knows, that love's a fleeting shadow where the bitter river flows? Oh, the canyon haunts, and I'm a shadow too, roaming ever restless beneath the weeping moon. Yet in every whispered wind, in every shifting stone, she's the lingering sigh that I'll forever roam. Her memory holds me, haunts me, I'll never be alone. Out by the whispering creek where the oak trees weep, boots stir the dust, your scarf caught the breeze. We carved our names under that old porch light. Now I'm talking to shadows in the falling night. The creek sings low, a sorrowful sound, in the place where my heart first got bound. Oh, the creek haunts with its lonely call, where our echoes lie neath the twilight shawl. Every stone and turn, a memory's breath. In the quiet sobs of the stream, I feel your death. The sunset bleed, it knows my cost at the creek haunts, where I loved and lost. Years rolled like the wheels down a gravel road. The cabin's empty, the fire's cold. Your laughter's a ghost in the rustling leaves. I'm a shadow man with a heart that grieves. The trails we walk now overgrown, In the creek haunts I wander alone. Oh, the creek haunts with its mournful sight, where dreams drift like clouds in a stormy sky. Each whisper in the wind, your name it calls. Amongst the crumbling pines and the weeping falls, the dust settles deep where our love was tossed at the creek homes, where I loved and lost. And oh, my sweet, does the wind carry cracks to the stars above from my tear-dimmed eyes? For each night I lay by these haunted streams, you visit me softly in the thorns of my dreams. Yes, the creek haunts with its lonesome moan, a cradle of echoes where I've grown old. The shadows stretch as the day departs, and the creek haunts amidst broken hearts, a silhouette against the fading gloss of the creek lawn, where I loved and lost. So I'll saddle my sorrows, ride the dusty dawn by the creek that haunts where you're forever gone. Maybe these trails under skies vast and blue will one day heal the scars of losing you. But until then, in the dust I'll trust at the creek haunts, where I loved and lost.
Stood in the back of the chapel pews, wore my cleanest boots, old Sunday blues. You walked the aisle in satin white, while I hid pain behind polite. Your mama smiled, your daddy cried, the preacher spoke of groom and bride, and I just sipped my flask real slow, try not to let my sorrow show. She married someone else today, and I just smiled and walked away. No toast, no tears, no loud regret, just memories I can't forget. I let her go like a man should do, but Lord knows I still bled through. I clapped my hands, I wished her well, while dying quietly in my shed. We danced once back in 22, under fairground lights and sky so blue. She said forever, I said too, but sometimes always don't pull through. Now he holds the hand I used to kiss, and she wears pride, not cowardice. Guess he gave what I could not, a little piece, a better shot. She married someone else today, and I just stood too proud to stay. I drove off slow with windows down, let my heartache fill this town. She was my flame, she chose the rain, and I'm just learning to love the pain. So if you ask, I'll never tell. She married someone else. They threw rice and I threw smiles, but deep inside I ran for miles. She married someone else today, and I still feel her drift away. But I won't beg, I won't complain, just raise my glass to love's remains. Let her believe I'm doing fine, even if I'm breaking line by line. She's gone for good
and I stood there like hell. On a gravel road under a burnt orange sky, the oak tree's shadow where we once lay side by side. Her scarf still a ghost on that old porch swing, dances with the wind, a silent twirling ring. Every whispered breeze, every rustling leaf brings me back to her, brings me that sweet grief. Her goodbye haunts the prairie of my heart. Each sunset paints the echoes of her part, riding along where wild rivers bend. Her memory's the companion I can't comprehend. The cabin's empty where laughter once filled the air. Her absence, like the dust, settles everywhere. The trail's fading now, where we walk neath starry veils, lost paths in dead grass, old love and broken trails. No more her voice floats over fields of gold, just the echo of silence in the cold. Her goodbye haunts the prairie of my heart. Each sunset paints the echoes of her part, riding along where wild rivers bend. Her memory's the companion I can't comprehend. Sometimes I wander under these relentless skies, if the stars watch me too, through her gentle eyes. The saddles worn, the nights mercilessly long, in the cathedral of the plains, her farewell is my song. Her goodbye haunts the prairie of my heart. Every dawn a reminder we're worlds apart, but still I ride where old shadows blend. With her memory, the love I'll never end. I left that town before the dawn, with nothing left worth leaning on. No suitcase full of hope and shame, just a man too tired to keep his name. I passed the sign said welcome home. But home ain't where the heart is gone. So I let my name blow with the leaves and found some peace in losing me. I don't go by that name no more, the one she used to whisper for. It don't belong in mouths that lie or die in town where dreams go dry. Call me wind or call me ghost, or just the man who drinks the most. But don't you speak what came before. I don't go by that name no more. They say your name holds who you are, but mine got left in an empty jar. I gave it all, I bled it true, but no one came when it was due. So now I live from camp to post and let the silence be my hope. No one asks and I don't tell why I flinch at certain smell. I don't go by that name no more. It ain't on signs or record doors. It ain't in songs or wedding cards. Just buried deep in canyon yards. You wanna talk, then pour the rye, and maybe I recall July, but once it's gone, close that door. I don't go by that name no more. Names are for the ones who stay, but I've become the miles I stray. Each town I pass, I leave no stain, just stories told without a name. I don't go by that name no more. The wind might hum it lost and sore, but it don't fit this face I wear, not since you looked and wasn't there. So call me rain or call me shore, but I don't go by that name no more.
In the shadow of an old oak tree, a saddle lays worn and free. It rests where once you rode beside, through amber fields so wide, our laughs caught on the prairie wind in that quiet town where our dreams have been. But now the porch creaks lone and thin, echoes of you on the wind again. A saddle forgotten, love lost to the breeze, dance with the dust and the autumn leaves. Where did you go when the love ran dry underneath that big yawning sky? A saddle forgot and my heart just knows you're a whispering ghost on the path that grows. Where we once lay, not just tracks that fade away. The cabin stands but the light's gone dim, an empty shell like the state I'm in. No laughter in the rafters, no warmth in the fire, just the cold hard echo of an unmet desire. The scarf you left, it's frayed and worn, like the love we had, now tattered and torn. Oh, saddle forgotten, love lost to the breeze, dance with the dust and the autumn leaves. Where did you roam when the skies turned gray with the setting sun? You just slipped away. Saddle forgot and the tears just flow down the creeks of memories I'm scared to follow. If time is a healer, why's the pain so raw? With every sunset it's you I draw, in the whispers of the aspen, in the moan of the pines. I search for a sign in these broken lines. Oh, saddle forgot, my lone companion of old, carry these stories untold, so untold. May the wind be your keeper, the earth hold you tight, as I wander on through this endless night. Saddle forgot, let the rivers run until my days are done, till they're all done. In the fading light, you were always there, just a silhouette in the evening air.
Out by the old Dunn's River, where the oak trees guard the sky, there's a shack with broken windows where we watch the world go by. Your scarf still on the porch swing, dances with the whispering wind, each way a ghostly echo of your laughter once penned. But the whiskey said nothing as I called out your name into the cold night air, where only silence came. And these hills hold your shadow like the moon clings to the night. Whiskey said nothing, but your memory holds tight. Remember how the dust rose underneath our dancing feet. Now the gravel road's deserted, just like the heart you chose to cheat. The rains came through in April, washed your footsteps from the lane, left me with these old echoes and a soul that won't stop the pain. Yes, the whiskey said nothing as I whispered soft and low to the emptiness beside me, where your warmth used to glow. Now each sunset's just a picture where our past and sorrow blend. Oh, the whiskey said nothing, but I'm still talking to the wind. So I'll saddle up come morning, leave behind this haunted room where every creaking floorboard sounds just like your leaving tune. Maybe out past Carson's Ridge or across the Mesa's crown, I'll find peace in wandering where your ghost can't track me down. Still the whiskey says nothing as the stars watch me weep on a bed of cold regrets where your love's a dream I keep. And these trails may fade behind me, but my heart's bound to your spell. Oh, the whiskey said nothing, but it keeps your secrets well. In the twilight's last gleaming, as I ride through lonesome lands, the whiskey says nothing, but I still see your hands.
Underneath the old oak tree, where our names are carved so deep in a heart that's now half worn by the years that creep, we sat and watched the sun drown in a dusty amber sky, your scarf caught in the breeze like a soft and sad goodbye. Oh, but the oak tree hides the pain beneath its bark, and in its mighty shadow I'm a whisper in the dark. Where once we danced on falling leaves, now only shadows stride, and every sunset through its leaves is a day I've died. The gravel road to your old house has overgrown with time. The porch where we'd sit still holds a swing, but it's lost its rhyme. That cabin up on Whistler's Mound stands empty, walls half cried. Since you left, the silence speaks of the love we left behind. Yes, the oak tree hides sorrow in its rings. Each one tells a story of what the cold wind brings. Though seasons turn and years may pass beneath this endless sky, this oak remembers every tear that I've tried to hide. So here I stand, a lone man with my hat held in my hands. The trails have all grown colder now, with my heart's unmade plans. And oak leaf falls, it twirls and twists like the scarf you used to wear. In the whispering wind I hear your voice, feel you everywhere. And still the oak tree hides all the love we knew, holding on to memories like the earth holds morning dew. As I ride these trails alone towards another lonesome eve, the oak tree hides my broken heart and the man I used to be. In the silence after the song, the oak's shadow stretches long, a cowboy's tale of love and loss, sung where only winds belong. in the shadow of an old oak tree, where the wind whispers through the rye. We carved our names for eternity underneath that endless July sky. The dusty path to your sweet door, now overgrown, leads no more, just like the love we swore to hold in the fields where the rye turned cold. Oh, the wind sang low on those lonesome plains where my heart lies buried with your remains. Every sunset bleeds into my soul in the lands where the rye turned cold. That porch where we dance now creaks alone, echoing steps of a ghostly parade. Your scarf still hangs, but the color's flown, faded as the promises we made. The cabin holds your laughter still, a haunting song over the hill, silent tales that were never told, echo through the rye turn cold. Oh, the wind sang low on those lonesome plains where my heart lies buried with your remains. Every sunset bleeds into my soul in the lands where the rye turn cold. I wander down these gravel roads with the dust of dreams I cannot reclaim. Each trail fades neath the weight I load, carrying the echoes of your name. And in my hand, an empty saddle you rode away. I lost the battle to the empty sky. My pleas are rolled across the fields where the rye turned cold. Oh, the wind sing low on those lonesome plains where my love's a whisper among the remains. Every sunset a story retold of a heart left in the rye turned cold. Yes, every sunset bleeds into my soul in the lands where the rye turned cold.
I ain't no saint and I got sins, but I don't lie just to fit in. I don't shake hands just to play the game. I'd rather walk alone than ride with shame. The world trades truth for fancy lines, but I still keep what's purely mine. My word, my fire, my worn out coat, and every scar that I never wrote. Call me stubborn, call me wild, call me just another outlaw child, but I ain't bending for no plan. I was born dirt tough and I'll die standing. I'm not rich, I'm not clean, but my soul's sharper than a bow blade's gleam. You can fake a crowd, but not this man. I might be the last real man. She once said you're too damn proud. I just smiled, let her smoke, walked out, 'cause I won't trade my steel spine for sweet talk and borrowed time. I sleep in fields, I sing to stars, and leave my name in old dive bars. I've lost more than I ever kept,
but I've never lied while I wept. Call me stubborn, call me wild, call me reckless, call me exiled, but I won't kneel for gold or brand. I ride for truth with empty hands. I've seen preachers beg for fame and cowards curse their daddy's name, but I hold tight to who I am, maybe the last real man. So carve this on my stone someday. He rode alone but never strayed. He drank his pain and wore no brand, a free heart and a callous hand. I won't be cloned, won't be planned. You can't copyright this land. I ain't famous, I ain't grand. I'm just the last real man. In the shadow of the old oak tree, where the earth holds secrets deep, there's a cabin with its door swung wide, ghost of your scarf left behind. We watch the sun kiss the mountains, and on that porch our hearts we'd mend. But now the wind whispers through an empty room, where once danced our laughter, now just gloom. Old trails fade neath autumn's red, every sunset an echo of what the empty bed forgot. Gravel roads where our dreams took flight, underneath that vast starlight. Your sweet voice in the evening chill, now just a silence time won't fill. These wandering boots scuff lonesome tracks through quiet towns that can't bring you back. And the wind whispers through an empty room, where once danced our laughter, now just gloom. Old trails fade neath autumn's red, every sunset an echo of what the empty bed forgot. Now every raindrop writes your name across my dusty window pane. In every storm, in each twilight, I search for you in the fading light. Still the wind whispers through an empty room, where our love's dust settles in the gloom. And as trails vanish in sunsets red, I hold on to memories that even an empty bed forgot. As the sun dips low and shadows stretch, this cowboy sings heart open, forever etched.
out by the oak where the wild river's been, beneath stars that watched our nights without end. Your scarf in the breeze like a ghost in the dance, laughing at secrets and sweet summer's romance. The porch still creaks where you once laid your head. Old cabin shadows, now my quiet cold bed. Oh, my heart's a grave tied down, with memories buried in this hallowed ground. The wind sings your name through the whispering town, under the moonlight where our love was found. Saddles laid dusty, the trails overgrown, where we once rode through the valleys unknown. The rivers run still where your laughter had flown. Gravel roads empty, I'll walk them alone. Rain falls like tears on the path to the door of a house, not a home, not now, not anymore. Oh, my heart's a grave tied down, with memories buried in this hallowed ground. The wind sings your name through the whispering town, under the moonlight where our love was found. In the silence of night, by the flicker of fire, I see your face in the flames of desire. Time, it has tamed the wild dreams we had sown, but your soul's with me still on this journey alone. Yes, my heart's a grave tied down, echoes of you in the spaces around. Though I'm bound to roam, forever I'm found in the shadow of love on that sacred ground. Out where the oak tree shadows weave, along the creek where I told you to leave. The gravel cracked on your boots so worn, there in the dusk of that early morn. Your scarf had danced a farewell in the breeze, left me alone with my memories. Lost trail remembers the echo of your laughter. Sunset bleeds like it knows what I'm after. Dust settles where your shadow fell. These winding paths, they sure feel like hell. Every stone, every thorn's an old friend on this lonely ride that never seems to end. The porch still creaks, but it's empty now. The door swings loose with a solemn vow. Rain taps on the windows, a sad old tune, under the watch of a cold silver moon. The saddle hangs untouched, it's true.
just like the heart you broke into. Lost trail remembers the echo of your laughter. Sunset bleeds like it knows what I'm after. Dust settles where your shadow fell. These winding paths, they sure feel like hell. Every stone, every thorn's an old friend on this lonely ride that never seems to end. What's left of love when the fire burns out? Just ash gray skies and a heart full of drought. But that old pine box where dreams lay to rest keeps you alive, pounding deep in my chest. Lost trail remembers, I would never forget the laughs, the tears, and those sunset regrets. I walk these roads beneath stars overhead, with you my ghost and the words never said. Every step, every sigh's a desperate plea on this lonely trail where you're still with me.
In the shadow of the oak where the wild daisies grow, she laughed under sunbeams through the breezes that blow. We carved our names slow in the height of the wood, promised forever in that old neck of the woods. Her scarf in my pocket, her touch soft as rain, in that dusty old cabin now silent again. Dusk closed her eyes on the edge of the day. The prairie wind whispers, but she's fading away. Sunsets bleed red over trails she once rode. In the heart of the cowboy lies the weight of this ode. Years tumbled like tumbleweeds past porches and gates. Her laughter's a ghost in the town that time ate. But once we danced close, only shadows now sway. The dust settled thick where her boots used to lay. An old saddle empty by the door stands alone. Every creak in the board moans for love that's long gone. Dust closed her eyes on the edge of the day. The prairie wind whispers, but she's faded away. Sunsets bleed red over trails she once rode. In the heart of the cowboy lies the weight of this ode. Oh, I've roamed far and wide under vast starry skies, but her whisper rides the wind through the silence it flies. Each town feels too crowded, every road leads me back to the dust-covered memories, the love that I lack. Dust close her eyes and it's there she'll remain, bound up in the soil, in the sun, in the rain. As the night curtains fall and the loneliness cries, with the dust in my throat I'll remember her eyes. Though the trails all grow cold and the songs all unplayed, and the dust close her eyes where my heart's ever stayed. Guitars but farewell as the sky turns to gray. A cowboy sings softly as the daylight slips away.